There is something strange about opportunity. It rarely announces itself. It does not arrive with certainty. It does not appear with flashing signs pointing the way forward. Most of the time, opportunity appears quietly, almost invisibly. Hidden inside ordinary moments, a passing conversation, a small idea, a simple observation that most people overlook. Yet some people seem to notice these moments more often than others. They recognize possibilities where others see nothing unusual. They see patterns that others ignore. They move toward opportunities that most people never even realize existed. So the question becomes, what creates this difference? Why do some people recognize opportunity, while others walk past it without ever noticing? The answer is not luck, and it is rarely coincidence. The answer is awareness. Awareness changes how we see the world. It shapes what we notice. It determines what the mind chooses to focus on. And what we focus on begins to shape the direction of our lives. Most people move through life on what could be called mental autopilot. Their attention is scattered. Their thoughts jump from one distraction to another. They react to events rather than observing them. In this state, the mind rarely pauses long enough to notice subtle possibilities. Opportunities exist around them, but their awareness is too narrow to recognize them. Imagine walking through a forest. If your mind is distracted and you may only notice the path beneath your feet. But if you slow down, if you begin observing more carefully, you start to see details you missed before, patterns in the trees, openings between branches, paths leading in directions you had not considered. The forest did not change, your awareness did, and that change revealed possibilities that were always present. Opportunity works in the same way. It often exists quietly within the structure of everyday life. But awareness determines whether we see it. Think about how the mind filters reality. Every moment contains enormous amounts of information, sounds, movements, ideas, conversations, possibilities. But the brain cannot process everything, so it filters. It chooses what deserves attention and what could be ignored. These filters are shaped by belief, expectation, focus, and the patterns of thought we repeat every day. If someone believes opportunities are rare, their mind begins filtering the world through that belief. They expect limitation, so they notice limitation. But when someone becomes aware of possibility, something begins to shift. Their attention expands. They begin asking different questions. They start noticing ideas they once dismissed. Connections begin to appear where none seemed to exist before. This is the quiet influence of awareness. It reshapes perception, and perception reshapes action. Consider how many breakthroughs in life begin as simple observations. A person notices a problem others ignore. Another person sees a connection between two ideas. Someone else recognizes a need that has not yet been addressed. These moments are rarely dramatic. They are quiet realizations, small sparks of awareness, but when acted upon, they can transform everything. This is why awareness and opportunity recognition are deeply connected. Opportunity does not always need to be created. Often, it only needs to be seen. And the ability to see it depends on the clarity of our attention. When awareness becomes sharper, the mind begins noticing patterns more easily. It recognizes emerging trends. It observes human behavior more carefully. It becomes curious rather than distracted. And curiosity opens doors because curiosity encourages exploration. Exploration reveals information, and information reveals possibility. This is how opportunity gradually becomes visible, not through force, not through constant struggle, but through clarity of awareness. Think of awareness as a light. When the light is dim, only a small portion of reality can be seen. But when the light grows brighter, more details appear, more paths become visible, more opportunities emerge from the shadows. The world itself may not have changed, but the illuminated view of it has. And once something becomes visible, it can be acted upon. This is the hidden influence that shapes so many successful journeys. People often assume success is the result of perfect planning or extraordinary talent, but in many cases it begins with a moment of awareness, a moment where someone simply noticed something others overlooked. They recognized potential, they acted on an idea, they stepped through a door that others never saw, and once that first step is taken, momentum begins to build. New opportunities appear, new insights emerge, and the path begins to unfold. So perhaps the question we should ask ourselves is not, how can I create opportunity, but rather, how can I expand my awareness enough to recognize the opportunities already around me? Because when awareness grows, possibility grows with it. The more clearly we observe the world, the more clearly we understand its patterns. And the more clearly we understand its patterns, the easier it becomes to recognize the doors waiting to be opened. Opportunity is often closer than we think. It may already exist in the ideas we have not yet explored, and the conversations we have not yet started, the skills we have not yet developed, or the perspective we have not yet considered. But awareness reveals what distraction hides, and clarity reveals what doubt obscures. So slow down, observe more carefully, pay attention to patterns others ignore, because the opportunities that shape our future often appear quietly, long before we recognize them. If this reflection resonated with you, subscribe to Manifested Reality for more explorations into awareness, consciousness, and the deeper principles that quietly shape our lives. And remember, opportunity rarely arrives with noise. It reveals itself through awareness.